Hello everyone. Today we are doing something a little different because my son is doing the cooking. He loves to cook just as I do. So I hope you will enjoy our T-bone steak recipe. First, I will be collecting some herbs like rosemary and parsley from our garden. If you have time, you can also use that. But what matters is that we use fresh herbs, not dried ones.
Okay, so today we're gonna make a T-bone steak. So first thing we have to do is get rid of all the excess moisture. We can do that by patting it down with just a paper towel. Just want to get all the moisture out of there, like this. And then you can flip it. Even pat on both sides. Okay, that should be good. Then some pepper and salt. Just pat it down. You want a good even spread of both, and then you can get some pepper. Today we're using Himalayan salt. Just want to pat it in there. You don't want to rub it really. And you can flip. So you want to get a nice hot pan. You can put some canola oil in there, just to add something to lubricate the pan. And you want to use a cast iron pan for this. Okay, here, right now you can see some fumes coming. That means it's getting very hot. Right now you want to take the steak, and you want the pan really hot before you put the meat in, so it can get a nice sear on it, get a nice crust. And just place it gently away from you, so nothing, so no oil dipping in your hand. So at this point, just let it sit for just a couple seconds, maybe 10, 30 seconds. You can check on it with tongs, like lift it up every once in a while. So we have butter here, but you don't want to put butter in too thick or it'll burn. So once maybe both sides have a nice sear to them, you can add the butter and start basting it. So yeah, you want a very hot pan for this. So right now, it develops a good sear on the top. It has a good crust. Then you can flip it, so the other side can develop that good crust too. You really want to hear that loud sizzle sound when you're making this steak. Right now, you wanna add a good amount of butter to your pan. Maybe just around a tablespoon, maybe a little more. And you just want it to melt a little. And at this point, you can also add a little bit of garlic. And you just want to baste it. You just want to like put the butter over the meat so it gets develop that good flavor inside. So right now you also want to add your herbs and everything that'll make it a good flavor. Right now we're using rosemary, but you can add rosemary or thyme or anything you want there. But rosemary and thyme are the best to use. So really just spread it around so the whole steak gets a good flavor. You can also flip the steak, so both sides can get the same amount of sweetness. At this point, you can add just a little more butter. But you don't want your butter to burn too much, so you can lower the heat also. You can also poke it every now and then to see how it's developing. Right now, I'd say it's pretty good. Just maybe One more minute on each side, just 30 seconds on each side. And right now, you can take it off the fire and put it in an aluminum pan. So you don't want to let the beef lose any of its flavor, so you can put some of the sauce that it lost and also the rosemary and garlic back into it. So you can add just a little bit of it, just around that much, and also add the thyme and garlic or rosemary and garlic that you put in there, so it can develop a good flavor while it's resting. So the steak was cooking for around 2 minutes on each side while we were basting it also. And right now you just want to loosely wrap it for anywhere around 5 to maybe 15 minutes, but just wrap it so it'll keep its flavor and the juice will be reabsorbed into the steak. Okay, so once you're done cooking all the steaks, if you want, you can like throw any vegetables or tomatoes you want. It'll create a great flavor for that. Just mix it around with the butter and the garlic and the rosemary sauce if you have. Any leftover sauce from the steak if you want to throw in there, you can also. But yeah, just mix it around. Put it on low heat though, because you don't want to burn it. The butter and the rosemary gives us a very nutty flavor. It's great with tomatoes. So after 5 to 10 minutes, you want to take the steaks out and start slicing them. You can even put up to 20 minutes. Like the longer you can let the steaks wait, the more juicy they'll get and the more juice they'll reabsorb into them. Okay, so you want to slice against each side of the T-bone here. So there. Now you have the 3 pieces. So this one we aren't going to slice, we're just going to keep it as a whole. And we're going to pour some of the sauce on it. Just whichever sauce you made, and some of the tomatoes on the side. We also made some brown rice earlier with some broccoli on the side. And then if you want, this little Worcester sauce on it. So my mom also made some sweet potato and brown rice. I don't usually like the taste of brown rice, but the way she made it, it's really good. We'll have a recipe on that later.